The defense, some of that was maybe Burrow is despondent and who knows where his head is at, because after the game he talked about, he just didn't sound like he was really into it. He may be checked out right now. But still, a shutout in the NFL is a shutout in the NFL. And that defense played well. I thought Nick Lamar, I thought he looked good. No, I thought he looked good. He only ran twice, but that was a positive sign.
He completed 8 passes, bro.
He only threw 12.
I know. That's right.
But the passing was good. He had 2 touchdowns. 2 of his 8 completions were touchdowns. And one of them, the interception, Zay Flowers just, hit him in the freaking chest. Yeah, just dropped the ball. And so I thought Lamar threw the ball well. He obviously broke out of his 5-game slump. He had a 111,
114.
114 passer rating. So I thought the run game for the second straight week, last week Derrick Henry 94 yards, this week 100 yards on just 9 carries. The other, rest of the running game was strong too, Keaton Mitchell. So I look, again, I don't know where the Bengals' head's at, but I thought it was one of their better performances in a long time. And friend of the show, Kyle Van Noy, I like the unselfishness. To let his man take it to the house.
So I thought it was a great game, obviously, by the Ravens defense. And overall, this is the most complete game they've played this season that Lamar's started. The only game that comes close to this is the Bears game, but Lamar didn't play. But and again, Ravens fans can be mad at me. It's fine. I did not think this was like, oh, Lamar's back. They dropped back to pass 16 times. He was sacked 4 of them. He threw a pick. Like you said, the pick was bad luck, but that's the passing, whatever it is. They had 8 completions against what I believe to be a not impressive Bengals defense, KW. I know that.
But you say
theoretically 17 points.
Okay, sure. And so, to me, this game was about Joe Burrow and the Bengals.
I agree.
And it did not, to me, confirm the Ravens are back to being a scary team. The Ravens are back on track, because we had been all year taking almost for granted, if the defense gets right, they're going to have this potent, scary offense. And I just feel like we still haven't seen it. Absent the pick 6, Brew, they score 17 points on offense.
But you don't think Lamar played well?
No, I don't
think he was vintage Lamar, but I thought he played well.
No, listen, I don't think Lamar played poorly. Let me make that clear. And it certainly was the best game he's had since his first game back from injury.
Right.
But it wasn't a game where I'm like, oh, okay, that slump is over. And
this is precisely what makes unpacking this particular scenario so intriguing. The situation involving Buffalo is complex, because their victory occurred during a snow game, where Cincinnati genuinely believed they were poised for a playoff push. Losing under those wintry conditions created a distinct, unpredictable atmosphere. Now, considering the Bengals, Joe Burrow already seemed somewhat disengaged and dispirited. Meanwhile, Baltimore secured their win, Philadelphia handled Las Vegas, and Chicago defeated Cleveland. Essentially, we have 3 squads that faced opponents not considered elite, and each emerged with a decisive victory. Last week, there was a shared sentiment regarding Buffalo, with widespread respect for their quarterback and the team overall. Yet, the conclusions drawn from these parallel outcomes can vary dramatically. It's challenging. Our collective belief in Joe Burrow and Cincinnati's offensive capability is so strong that a defensive performance against them garners significant praise. Simultaneously, we can acknowledge that the Bengals' offensive execution wasn't entirely cohesive, while also crediting the Ravens' defense for a stout showing, and conceding that Cincinnati's defense is subpar. Furthermore, we note that while Baltimore's offense didn't produce a spectacular display, it accomplished what was necessary. This is interesting because I recall stating prior to this matchup that we had witnessed what Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills managed against this Bengals defense. Therefore, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens should follow suit. I wouldn't claim they completely dominated, but they certainly progressed in a positive direction. This mirrors the Philadelphia Eagles' victory over the Raiders. The takeaway isn't a declaration that they're back as true contenders, but rather a substantial step forward, specifically due to improvements in play calling and on-field execution. However, Baltimore's performance carries a slight caveat. Lamar Jackson did throw an interception, even if considered unlucky, and was sacked multiple times. You cannot levy the same specific criticisms against Philadelphia's win. Frankly, the Chicago Bears occupy a different tier altogether, having performed at a high level consistently for weeks, unlike the sporadic Eagles and Ravens. This nuance makes direct comparisons somewhat complicated. For me, evaluating the Baltimore Ravens hinges on one central question: are they truly back? The sole determinant for the Ravens being back, whatever that signifies in the current landscape, is the spectacular nature of Lamar Jackson's play. Does he instill the feeling that, in any given moment, he is capable of achieving absolutely anything required? This is why I continually reference Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo's defense has been poor. They were soundly defeated by New England, exposing a glaring coaching mismatch. One team executed a precise, high-level plan, while the Bills appeared unprepared. Yet Josh Allen possesses that singular ability to be the ultimate equalizer. He is the exclusive reason Buffalo retains any semblance of a chance to be considered back, meaning capable of winning a Super Bowl. My perspective on Baltimore is identical. Although I believe the Ravens possess a superior overall roster and stronger supporting cast, everything still rests on Lamar Jackson's shoulders. The definition of back for Baltimore is being an elite, feared opponent, a team that elicits the reaction, "Oh no, we have to face Lamar Jackson. We must be exceptionally prepared because that individual can do the impossible at any instant." He must embody that game-breaking potential. Watching games with my father, he consistently exclaims when a quarterback evades a sure sack, "How can they not bring him down?" It's one of his signature reactions. If I were viewing a Ravens game with him, I'd expect to hear that repeatedly. Until you feel that visceral core belief that Lamar Jackson can single-handedly erupt and dominate a contest, you will never genuinely feel the Ravens have returned. A game like this recent one did not fully provide that sensation. This isn't to claim he performed poorly, that the Ravens didn't play well, or that they failed to take a significant step forward. But until you witness Lamar Jackson operating at his absolute peak, the belief remains incomplete. If Josh Allen weren't performing at his zenith, I would have zero faith in Buffalo's chances. Our conversations are overwhelmingly quarterback-centric, sometimes excessively so, sometimes inadequately. It varies. Ultimately, the questions revolve around capability. Is Caleb Williams capable of leading Chicago to an NFC championship or Super Bowl? Is Bo Nix capable? Is Drake May capable? For these emerging quarterbacks, the inquiry is whether they are sufficiently talented or if they are hindrances. However, when discussing the tier occupied by Mahomes, Allen, and Jackson, the focus shifts. Is their team adequately supportive? We acknowledge Mahomes can do it, Josh can do it, Lamar can do it. But when they falter, we scrutinize their surrounding cast, often justifiably. This season, we've observed numerous quarterbacks compelled to carry their teams extensively. For Lamar, this year has been inconsistent offensively and defensively, with coaching questions lingering. The requirement is clear. We need the optimal version of Lamar Jackson. We have not consistently received that version due to injuries and other factors. This parallels the Buffalo situation. When the Bills do not receive the elite version of Josh Allen, they lose. When they do, they win, often spectacularly. This dynamic makes the Ravens and Bills feel remarkably similar, echoing their relationship over recent years, especially when contrasted with Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City, where Mahomes receives superior support and coaching. This season has been tumultuous for both Buffalo and Baltimore. Josh Allen has shouldered the burden of carrying his team. Lamar Jackson, hampered again by injuries, has not been in a position to do so consistently. Therefore, the Ravens are back only when Lamar Jackson is authentically back. Can he reach that level this season? It's uncertain. We lack full clarity on the nature of any lingering physical issues. For any player managing an injury, witnessing what happened to Micah Parsons and Patrick Mahomes should be profoundly sobering. The situation is simply difficult. It's a challenging predicament. Even if I absolve Lamar of blame for previous losses, the Ravens still require him to exude that unmistakable, dominant presence. You want to be able to state definitively, that is Lamar Jackson. If you were introducing football to a new observer, you'd want to say, you have to see Lamar Jackson. He's phenomenal. The games from this current season have not provided that exemplar. You'd find yourself resorting to, let me show you footage from last season or 2 years ago to truly demonstrate his greatness. He needs to produce performances this season that allow you to proclaim, watch this. This is how incredible Lamar is. Until that occurs, declaring them back is premature. But those are simply my reflections. I would genuinely appreciate hearing yours. What are everyone's thoughts on the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson? Do you believe they are officially back? Share your perspectives in the comment section below. I read every single comment. Whether you agree with me or challenge me, let's engage in some dialogue. Let's have some spirited debates, but ultimately, let's simply enjoy the conversation. Please consider subscribing. We are cultivating an incredible community here and would absolutely adore your participation. I aim to build something we all feel a genuine connection to, something we're truly enthusiastic about joining. I believe we are making significant progress toward that goal. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as it genuinely assists with visibility and the platform's algorithm. Thank you so very much. I will see you all next time.